Today our topic is electric field. Okay, we have learned about Coulomb's force. Okay, now we learn about electric field. So first of all, the Coulomb force, or the interaction between two charges, Coulomb force is which kind of force? It is a non-contact force. Non-contact force. That means what? If we place two charges at some separation, they will attract or repel each other. So this is basically a non-contact force. Now electric field is a region around a charge. Okay, a region around a charge where the electrical effects of that charge will be applicable. Okay. So if we place a charge in a space, suppose this is a charge placed it here, then this charge will affect to the other charges in this region. Okay, so this region is the electric field of this charge. Understand? Okay. Now how will we express this electric field? So there are three ways to express electric field. Three ways are: first one, electric field intensity. Electric field intensity, that is denoted by E, vector. This is a vector and this depends on position. Second, electric potential. Electric potential, that is written by capital V. This is also depends on position, but this is a scalar quantity. And third one, lines of force. Lines of force. This is an imaginary concept and this is a geometrical concept. Okay, so these are the three kinds of representation of electric field in a region. So in this lecture we will discuss about this one, electric field intensity. Okay, electric field is a region and electric field intensity is the measurement of the electric field at any point. So electric field intensity. Now how will you define electric field intensity at any point? Electric field intensity. Okay. Electric field intensity is defined as E equal to Q0 tends to 0. This is a charge which is very small. F by Q0. What is F and what is Q0? So suppose this is Q. This I am taking as source charge. Okay, and due to this charge we will find the electric field at any point. And at a distance r, I am taking another charge Q0. This I am taking test charge. Means on this charge we will find the electric field or electric force intensity due to this charge. So this is test charge. So electric field at a distance r from this charge is equal to the force at this point, electric force at this point on unit positive charge. Q0 is always positive. Okay, Q0 is always positive. Okay, now what will be the value? F you know, that is K Q by R square. So I am writing K Q0 by R square into R cap by Q0. Okay, so Q0 cancel out. So the remaining parts is E equal to K Q by R square R cap. This is the formula of electric field intensity at a point distance r due to a source charge q. Okay. Okay. So now what will be its definition? So I am writing this formula again at the top. So E is K Q by R square R cap. So it is defined as the electrical force on unit positive charge. Is defined as the electrical force on unit positive charge. Okay. Now come to its properties. What are the different properties of electric field intensity? So properties. First one is it is a vector quantity. Second one, unit. What will be its unit? The formula is F by Q. So unit will be Newton per Coulomb. There is another unit, that is volt by meter. These are SI units. Newton per Coulomb or volt per meter. Third point, when there is a charge placed in electric field, then the force applied. So force applied on a charge plus minus Q is F equal to plus minus Q E. Okay, F is equal to plus minus Q E. So if we place two charges, one is positive charge and another one is negative charge, okay, and this electric field is acting in this direction. This is the direction of electric field, and electric field always acts from positive side to negative side. Okay, then this positive charge will move in the direction of electric field. Okay, and this negative charge will experience a force in the opposite direction of electric field. Okay, so positive charge will experience force in the direction of electric field, and negative charge will experience force in the opposite direction of electric field. Okay. Next point, suppose I put two charges in a region of electric field. So two charges, this is a region of electric field. One charge at rest and another charge is moving, so in motion. Okay, so one charge is at rest and another charge is in motion. One charge is at rest and another charge is in motion, and this is the direction of electric field. Okay, so here both the charges will experience force. Okay, the direction may be in any direction, in the direction of electric field, perpendicular to the electric field, in any angle, that does not matter, but the force, electric force on a charge at rest and on a charge in motion will be applicable here, and the formula will be this same formula. Formula will be this F is equal to plus minus QE. Okay. Here force only depends on the direction of electric field, not the direction of its velocity. Okay. So velocity may be in any direction. Force will act only towards the electric field or away from the electric field. Understand? Okay. Come to next point. Point number 5. Electric field intensity. Electric field intensity follows superposition principle. Okay, what does this signify? Suppose there are few charges, n number of charges, lots of charges are there, q1, q2, q3, dot 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 qn, and there is a point p. At this point we want to find the electric field due to this charge system. Okay, whenever there is a charge system, there is also an electric field around that system. So this is the distance from q1, this is the distance from q2, this is the distance from q3, this is the distance from q4, qn. Okay, and at this point we want to find the electric field. So at that point we place a unit positive charge. Unit positive charge we will place. Okay, now if all these charges are positive, then force will act on this unit positive charge away from these charges. Okay, so at the end the electric field intensity at point P will be the vector sum of electric field intensity at point P due to the other charges individually. Okay, plus dot 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 plus Q N. Okay, this is the superposition principle. So if we want to find the electric field at a point due to a number of charges, then that will be the vector sum of the electric field due to individual charges at that point. Okay, we will do some numericals using this relation. Okay, now point number 6. Point number 6. Now point number 6. Point number 6 tells that, so electric field intensity formula is K Q by R square R cap. Write K in proper way, that is 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q by R square R cap. Okay, now look at here, this epsilon 0. Epsilon 0 is what? Permittivity of free space. So due to this permittivity in free space, the electric field intensity will also depend on medium. Okay, so this formula is applicable in free space. In free space. Okay, in any other medium, electric field intensity E in medium equal to 1 by K times E in free space. Okay, so electric field intensity will decrease when we move from free space or vacuum to the other medium, because this thing, dielectric constant, remember this dielectric constant, that is related to like this, epsilon, this is permittivity of any medium, that is equal to K into epsilon 0. Remember this. So K is the dielectric constant, this is always greater than 1. So electric field in any other medium will always less than the electric field in free space. Okay, so understand these points. Okay, now we will find the dimension of electric field. Point number 7, dimension, that we will derive now. Dimension of electric field. Point number 7. So write the formula. Only write the formula, do not give the vector sign. E is equal to F by Q0. So dimension of E is dimension of F by dimension of Q0. Okay, dimension of F means what? M, L, T to the power minus 2 and Q0. This is not the basic quantity or basic physical quantity. So Q0 will be current I into time. Okay, so take these quantities to numerator. It will be m l t to the power minus 3. This t will go up. Now this I will go up. So I to the power minus 1. So this is the dimension of electric field intensity. Okay. Okay. Now, whenever there are discrete charges, okay, there are discrete charges between any two charges. There is huge separation. Okay. Whenever we use discrete charges, then for finding the electric field at any point, we use the superposition principle in only vector formula. Okay, but if the distribution of charges is not discrete, is continuous, then what will happen? Okay, so another thing is when the charge distribution is continuous. So due to continuous charge distribution, like line charge distribution on a wire, there are charges between two charges, the separation between two charges is negligible, so you can consider this as a continuous charge distribution. Okay, surface charge distribution, and another is volume charge distribution. So for continuous charge distribution, okay, continuous charge distribution. First one, for line charge. For line charge, what will be the formula? The electric field will be E equal to K integration lambda dl by r square r cap. What is lambda? Lambda is line charge density. So lambda equal to total charge by total length. This is lambda. Okay, total charge by total length. Second one, for surface charge, what will be the formula? E equal to K integration sigma ds by r square r cap. Okay, what is sigma? Sigma is surface charge density, that is total charge by its area. Sigma is surface charge density, means charge per unit area. Third one, for volume charge distribution, E will be E equal to K integration rho dV now, rho dV by r square r cap. Okay, now rho is what? Rho is charge per unit volume. Okay, so these are three kinds of distribution, and if that distribution is continuous, then we have to use this integration. Okay, there we cannot use superposition formula in that way, only by adding, that we cannot use. There means in continuous charge distribution we have to use integration. Okay, understand this thing? So these are the thing: lambda, this is sigma, and this is rho. Lambda means line charge density, sigma surface charge density, and rho volume charge density. Okay, got these points? Okay. So this is one numerical related to our this topic, electric field. A point charge of 5 into 10 to the power minus 6 coulomb experiences a force of 2 into 10 to the power minus 3 Newton when kept in a uniform electric field of intensity E. Find E. Okay. So which formula will you use? So whenever there is this kind of thing, uniform electric field, okay, then you will use that simple formula F is equal to Q into E. Okay, this formula is applicable whenever there is uniform electric field. If the electric field is not uniform, then we have to use any other process. Okay, but whenever the electric field is uniform, then we will use simply this formula. Okay, now F is given Q is given, we have to find simply E. So F is equal to what? 2 into 10 to the power minus 3 Newton. Q equal to what? 5 into 10 to the power minus 6 Coulomb into E. So what will be E? E will be 2 into 10 to the power minus 3 by 5 into 10 to the power minus 6. What will be its unit? This is Newton and this is Coulomb. Okay. So the E will be equal to, it will be 400 Newton per Coulomb. Okay. Very easy problem. Okay. There is another numerical. An electron revolves around the nucleus of hydrogen atom in a circular orbit of 5 into 10 to the power minus 11 meter. Calculate intensity of electric field of the nucleus at the position of the electron. Okay, copy this question. Now I will solve this. So draw a orbit in which electron is revolving. So this is suppose a orbit, circular orbit in which electron is revolving. This is the nucleus. Okay, there is nucleus. And suppose this is electron. This is electron, negative charge. Okay. This is hydrogen atom. Hydrogen is 2H1. 2H1 means 1 electron and 1 proton. So inside the nucleus there is only 1 positive charge. Okay, only 1 positive charge. What about the charge? Charge is the charge of proton. That means charge of electron. So Q will be 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 Coulomb. Okay, it is positively charged. This distance is given. This is the radius of the orbit. We have to find the electric field intensity at this point. Okay, so which formula will you use? Okay, so there is only one formula, that is E is equal to KQ by R square. Okay, simple formula. Now put the value. K equal to what? 9 into 10 to the power 9, that is Coulomb's constant. Q is what? 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 Coulomb. And R square. R square is given 5 into 10 to the power minus 11 square. Okay, what will be the unit? Electric field. That means Newton per Coulomb. Okay, what will be its value? Its value will be, just calculate, and its value will be 5.67 into 10 to the power 11. 10 to the power 11 Newton per Coulomb. So this is the electric field at this point due to this positive charge. As this is positive charge, so electric field intensity at this point will direct along this direction. So if you want to write it in vector form, so E is this much into R cap. Okay, understand the solution? So students, this is one numerical. Calculate the electric field at origin due to infinite number of charges as shown. So this is, suppose this is y-axis, this is x-axis, and on x-axis similar charges are placed at different points. 1, 2, 4, then 8. If you see 1 into 2, 2, 2 into 4, 2 into 2, 4, 4 into 2, 8, 8 into 2, 16. In this way, we place these similar kind of charges. We have to find the electric field at origin. Okay, so as all the charges are lying on the same line, so when you calculate electric field at point O, you will just add the electric field due to individual charges. Okay, so what will be the electric field? E at O is equal to what? E due to first charge plus E due to second charge, E due to third charge plus dot 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 up to infinity. Okay, equal to E1 means electric field at O due to first charge, so it will be K Q by R square means 1 square, then K Q by 2 square, then K Q by 4 square plus dot dot dot. Okay, now equal to, I'm taking KQ common, so KQ common, okay, so 1 by 1 square, so 1 plus 1 by 2 square means 1 by 4, then 1 by 4 square, and in this way it will go on. Okay, which kind of series is this? This is GP. Okay, and what is the formula of numbers? Sum of numbers in GP like this: A plus AR plus AR square plus AR cube plus dot dot dot. What will be the formula? Formula is first term by 1 minus common ratio. Common ratio means what? Any term by its previous term. Any term by its previous term. So here common ratio is R. Okay. So KQ will be as it is. Then first term 1 by 1 minus R. What is the value of R here? What is the value of R? R equal to 1 by 4. So 1 minus 1 by 4. This will be the formula. So after calculating, you will get 4 kq by 3. 4 kq by 3. So this is the electric field at origin at this point due to the infinite number of charged system. What will be its direction? This is the magnitude. What will be its direction? So all are positive charges. So it will act in this direction. Okay, it will act in this direction because electric field means we place at this point a unit positive charge. As all the charges are positive, all the charges will repel this unit positive charge in this direction. Okay, understand? Okay. So students, our next numerical. A charged particle is kept in equilibrium in the electric field between the plates of Millikan oil drop experiment. If the direction of electric field between two plates is reversed, then calculate acceleration of the charged particle. Okay? Copy this question, everyone. Here a new thing is there, Millikan oil drop experiment. This is a kind of experiment in which we find specific charge. That means charge by its mass. Okay, charge by its mass. Okay, there that quantity we find in Millikan oil drop experiment by using which principle? The terminal velocity. Remember in class 11, terminal velocity of raindrops, they fall down with constant velocity. Okay, that means no force is there. Downward force and upward force are same. Okay, using that concept, but here not a downward force and upward force. Little bit different. Downward force is weight, that is same like that, and upward force is here different, that is electric field here. Okay, so I am erasing this, then I am discussing about the numerical. So suppose this is a charged particle. We don't know whether it is positive or negative. Take it positive. Okay, take it positive. As it is a charged particle, so it has some mass and weight, it will act downward. Okay, so to balance this charge, to balance this weight, we have to apply another force in opposite direction. So in this direction there will be a force. Okay, this force is here, the electrostatic force. So in this direction we will place electric field when we take this charge is positive. Okay, because electric field always act from positive to negative. Okay, and if this charge is negative, negative charge also weight, so again will act in the downward direction. Okay, but we have to apply another force, that is electrostatic force. So in upward direction there will be electrostatic force. Okay, but as it is negative charge moves in the opposite direction of electric field. So we have to apply electric field in this case downward direction. Okay, positive to negative. So this is the direction of electric field when you take negative charge. This is the direction of electric field when you take positive charge. So in the experiment what we do, that is Fe equal to mg. Okay, because this is in equilibrium, this is in equilibrium, so Fe equal to mg. Okay, now the question was the direction of electric field is reversed. So now direction is reversed. So direction is in downward direction. So this is the direction of electric field, positive to negative, and this is direction of electric field, positive to negative, positive to negative. Okay. Now in this situation, the electrostatic force will not act in upward direction. The electrostatic force will act in downward direction. So this is Fe, and here also the direction of Fe is this. Okay. So now in downward direction there are two forces. So the resultant force will be what? Fe plus mg. Fe plus mg, but we have already calculated that Fe equal to mg, so mg plus mg, okay, mg plus mg, that will be what? 2mg, okay, that is 2mg. Now F force means what? Mass into acceleration, mass of the charge, acceleration of the charge, 2mg. So at the end acceleration A will be 2g. So when we reverse the direction of electric field in Millikan-Waldorf experiment, the acceleration of the charged particle will be twice of the gravitational acceleration. Understand? Okay. So this is the process. Okay. Fine.